He killed her brother without blinking, and now she's serving revenge cold. A feared drug dealer, a grieving sister disguised as a maid. This isn't just a story, it's a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Welcome to ZANE'S Cinema, where every movie has a twist and every story leaves a scar. This is the gripping story of Malik, a feared and powerful drug dealer whose past soon comes back to haunt him. The tale begins with Banki, a young woman returning home from a long day at work. But instead of peace, she walks into a nightmare. Her only brother lies lifeless in their apartment, brutally murdered. As the truth unravels, Banki learns that her brother had secretly been working for Malik, running dangerous drug deals to make ends meet. But a single mistake cost him his life. Malik, cold and calculated, ordered his men to make an example of him. Devastated and furious, Banki vows to avenge her brother's death. She reaches out to Easy, a close friend and police officer who, by twist of fate, was once a university course mate of Malik. Together, they hatch a plan to infiltrate Malik's world from the inside. Banki disguises herself and takes up work as a domestic help in the home of Malik's mother, a kind woman unaware of her son's dark empire. From there, Banki begins to gather intel, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Meanwhile, Malik's path unexpectedly crosses with Easy's. One fateful afternoon, while driving through the city, Malik gets into a minor road incident with a familiar face. Easy. Tension fills the air, but recognition quickly softens it. They share a warm conversation, catching up on the years gone by. Easy paints a picture of struggle and hardship, and Malik, feeling a moment of nostalgia, hands him a business card. "Call me," he says, unaware that he's just invited a ghost from his past into his circle. Banki arrived at Malik's mother's home just in time to witness chaos. The elderly woman was furiously yelling at a housemaid, hurling insults before driving the poor girl out of the compound. It was a stormy welcome for Banka, but she remained calm. She knew why she was there. Despite the cold and aggressive reception, Banki entered the house with quiet determination. This was more than a job, it was a mission. Malik's mother, a once elegant woman now battling liver disease, had been strictly warned by her doctors to stay away from alcohol. But that warning often went ignored. The agency that placed Banki in the job had given her one clear instruction: do not, under any circumstance, let the madam drink. And Banki took that seriously. She wasn't just doing her job, she was laying the foundation for revenge. Interestingly, she became the only housemaid who could stand up to Malik's mother's manipulations and actually stop her from drinking. As much as the woman hated her boldness, she couldn't deny Banki's effectiveness. Meanwhile, Easy paid Malik a visit. After years apart, they sat and reminisced about their university days. But the small talk didn't last long. Malik opened up about his current life, his empire, the power, the danger. Surprisingly, he offered Easy a chance to join him. After some hesitation, Easy agreed and was introduced to the boys. Just like that, he was in. Sometime later, Malik decided to stop by his mother's place. There he met Banki for the first time. She kept her cool, pretending not to know him, and he didn't recognize her either. His mother immediately began complaining, calling Banki rude and insisting she be fired. But Malik was impressed. For the first time in years, his mother had stopped drinking, and it was because of this new housemaid. That was enough reason for him. "She stays," he said firmly. Then came trouble. One of Malik's boys got busted by the police, and things started getting hot. Malik ordered the rest of the crew to lay low until the heat died down. He, too, needed to disappear for a while. He planned to go stay at his mother's place to avoid suspicion. But Easy, now in deep with Malik, confessed he had nowhere to go. Without much thought, Malik told him, "Then come with me." And just like that, Malik unknowingly walked into Banka's trap. As days passed under the same roof, Malik began to notice something unsettling: the way Easy looked at Banka. One evening, while they were seated inside, Malik asked, his voice low but sharp, "Easy, I hope we won't have a problem with you staring at my mother's maid like that?" Easy quickly apologized, brushing it off with a nervous laugh. But what Malik didn't know was that Easy and Banki already knew each other, and their partnership ran deeper than he could imagine. They were not only friends, They were allies, united in a silent mission to destroy him. Before things began to spiral, Malik, still full of trust, had gifted Easy a brand new car, a token of brotherhood and loyalty. Easy had been grateful, even though he knew what had to be done. But then the unexpected happened. Malik fell in love with Banka. It started subtly, late-night chats, long glances, soft smiles, and slowly it turned into something real. Malik opened up, shared his vulnerabilities. Banka, despite everything, felt something too, a tiny spark. But she buried it deep. She couldn't forget why she came. Her brother's cold body, Malik's heartless decision, the pain. One day in the kitchen, her heartbreak turned into action. She laced Malik's food with poison. But Easy walked in. He saw what she had done, and without a word, flung the food into the sink. "Are you mad?" Banka snapped. "Don't do this," Easy said firmly. "Let the law handle it. Don't become like him." Banka fumed in silence. He had stopped her plan, but not her mission. Malik would still pay. Justice was only delayed, not denied. Not long after, Malik received a phone call. His boy, the one arrested, had been killed in custody, a hit Malik had secretly ordered to cover his tracks. With the heat now gone, he decided to return to his mansion. As Banka helped him load his bags into the car, she stole his laptop. That laptop was her weapon, the key to exposing everything. Later that night, Malik gathered his crew. "We're back in business," he announced, a wicked grin on his face. He promised a party, a grand celebration to mark their return. While the house roared with excitement, Easy was with Banka. She handed over the stolen laptop. "Hide it," she whispered. "This is the evidence we need." Easy nodded and headed to the party. He greeted the crew like nothing had changed. And then, tires screeching. Police flooded the mansion. Within seconds, Malik and his entire crew were arrested. Confused and betrayed, Malik's eyes scanned. He saw Easy and Banka as his betrayals, two faces he thought he could trust. Reality hit like a punch to the chest. He had been played. While in police custody, Banka paid him a visit. There was no anger in her voice, just cold, quiet truth. "You remember the boy you killed? That was my brother. The only family I had," she said. "That's why I came. That's why I brought you down." Malik's head dropped. For the first time, he looked human. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I never meant for it to go this far. I promise. I'll be a better man." But Banka had heard enough promises from men like him. She handed the laptop to her inspector, the final nail in Malik's coffin. The evidence was clear, undeniable. Malik's reign was over. And as the cell door slammed shut behind him, Malik finally understood. No one escapes justice forever. Malik thought he had it all: power, loyalty, and control. But what he never saw coming was the quiet storm right under his roof. In the end, justice didn't come with a badge. It came with a broken heart and a stolen laptop. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling stories like this one. Until next time, stay sharp, because in a world like this, trust is the most dangerous drug of all.